Hello everyone and welcome to Call Sign Charlie Models for part 3 or part 2 of the Hobby Boss 1/350th scale Oscar. And in the previous part we got the red painted right here, and today we are going to be getting the black painted on here and maybe the white, if not the the white that goes into the missile bay and also the back end of the doors. If not that, we're at least gonna get the props done today. So to start off with, we found where the red line goes. It's right in line with the stern planes right here. So just gonna grab some thin tape and we're going to start off with, so it starts at the bottom of it. So we're going to go right here, use that as a line, get you on camera. Looks like pretty much. Alright, and then we're just going to flip this around on this edge, making sure it stays square. Right here, sorry I was off camera on that. And we're just going to bring it all the way back to this side. Get it lined up on the same way. There we go. Alright, so that's that masking. Got the line done. Now we're going to mask off the bottom portion that we don't want to get overspray on or anything like that. Let's see. That line does not look straight. Okay, so we need to come back here. Now that's better. Okay, so now we got that fixed. Alright, so now we're going to grab our painter's tape and we're going to mask off the bottom portion of this. Once I can find my painter's tape. Alright, so that is the masking done on the Oscar. So now we can move over to the paint booth and start getting some paint down on here. So I'm going to get everything set up. I'm going to get the camera turned around because now I do have some light in the photo booth that should help with some better viewing or recording on there. So we are I'm going to get the camera turned around and we'll be in the paint booth in just a second. Alright, so we got everything set up. The first color that we're going to be using today is the MRP Super Matte Black right here. Sorry. For the top, and the missile compartment doors are all right here. Same thing with that. So let's get the fan going, and we're gonna get to work. Up next is the MRP Pale Brass. This is AK-672. Alright, so now we're back at the bench, and we are going to go ahead and mask off the missile launcher area, and we're actually going to get that painted today as well. So we might actually finish painting everything today, which I'm super stoked about getting that all done. So if we can get that done and get the clear coat on, that means next week we can concentrate on the decals on here, which will only take about a day, and then after that we can concentrate on the weathering and get this thing finished up relatively quickly. So I don't know how much weathering I'm gonna do on this, because this is only my second submarine, so goal is for this one to be better than my last one and just learning off of it. It's like I said, only my second one. The next one I have to build is the Typhoon, and that one's going to be a lot of fun to do. Like with the painter's tape. One thing I kind of wish I would have done is I wish I would have done this with the bow planes in the secured position, because those are a very fragile or delicate connection point, and kind of makes me nervous anytime anything touches that. So just like with this tape, careful as I'm afraid it's going to break off at any second now. Alright, so now we're going to move back over to the paint booth, and we'll get this part painted and then the interior of these doors painted as well. So, alright, so now we're back at the paint booth. The color that I'm going to be using for the missile bags and the interior of the doors is the AK Off-White Real Colors RC013 right here. So I don't want it to be super gloss white because, like I said, we're going to be weathering this, and I want to make sure like it looks like it's been underwater and all of that. So I'm going to go with the off-white instead of the flat white or gloss white on this, just to give it a little bit of a different perspective. Alright, so we're done with paint, and it's time to remove all of the masking on this kit, because after this, hopefully if we don't have any touch-ups to do, we're just going to be spraying this with the clear coat. Now I'm not going to do that on camera because literally you won't be able to see what's going down. So really on this video you couldn't see much of what was going down anyways because it was black on black. But as of now, we're seeing how everything is turning out. So far, so good. With the missile tubes, liking how that looks. Alright, and then you can see, I'll zoom in here now that you can see the detail that's on these tubes. Alright, like so. And then when all these hatches are opened up, it's going to look even better. So there's that tape, and then we're going to remove this tape for this white stripe. Next. Okay. Is the white stripe perfect? No. It might be a little bit thick, and also it does look, there are some crooked spots right here. There's a slight bend to it. But that's, for me, this is okay. Right here, this isn't going to be the expert kit. Like I said before, this is my learning. This is the first time I've masked off the white stripe on a submarine too, so kind of learning as I go on these things. They aren't super difficult, but alright, so alright, so there we go. The sub is all painted. Again, not 100% happy with the stripes, but that should be okay for now. But I think when weathering and everything goes down, it should help it out, because I am going to weather the water line and then some streaking here on there. So that's how that is looking. I'm going to go ahead and get off camera and do the clear coat so the clear coat can dry. And then next week we'll be hitting it up with all the decals that go on here. For a submarine, there's a good amount of submarine or decals that go on here. We got the water lines, we got a couple more lines to add, and then an emblem or a couple emblems that go on here as well. So we're going to get that done and then clear coat it again. And then we'll start doing the weathering with some gray panel liner and some oils and all that. So that's the plan. Thank you for watching, I hope you stay tuned for the next part of this next week on Thursday. And till next time, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time.